Paperball. 3 levels left. This is the main one that's concerning to me. The levels that may keep me from seeing those bonus levels. Because this one, it's just that last turn that really gives me trouble, but it definitely gives me trouble. There are lots of things about it that give me trouble too. I try to... There we go. Put myself in the best position possible. And yet, still, that's not enough. I don't know what else to do there. Maybe there's some strategy or another that I'm not working out here. I imagine that what I want to do is I want to get to tilt to the left a bit. Which is really hard. Imagine I want it to tilt to the left a bit and I can run across and try to quickly move along that side, but I just can't do that consistently for some reason. This block I'm on right now, you can't stay on that way. And it seems like if you try to stay towards the center, it doesn't turn. As far as I can tell. If I'm wrong about that, then that makes life a lot easier. If I can just stand here, and still have it turn to one side, that would make life a lot easier. I don't think I can. I don't think that turns anymore though. I get into situations like that where I have to move diagonally to be able to move back upwards, and doing that makes it really tough. And it's crazy how easy that first one is. I don't really know what the trick is to those last turns in the first place though. I don't know if it's you have to take the inside as much as possible or be fast or what. That would be my guess. That it's taking the inside as much as possible, but some combination of the two really, but that's not easy to do. I mean, that was kind of always my plan, yet I still have difficulty with it. And a healthy dose of diagonal movement too, I guess, is what I need to really count on. I might be missing something here, because I feel like if I'm getting bronze, I'm doing something wrong. And this isn't a level where it's just a matter of taking things slowly. Like the one level, number 4, where you have to move across a really thin wire, that's one thing. That's just taking your time. Even though I still have a really hard time imagining people doing that one. Ah! I'm getting a gold or platinum time. That one. Me getting a bronze on is just a matter of taking my time. This one though, it feels kind of necessary to stay here for a while. So eventually it seems to stop moving. That might be part of the problem. But it doesn't seem to be enough. I don't know what to do at that point. And yeah, I can try to stay here, but this tends to make me fall a lot too. Even the power of diagonal movement seems to falter sometimes for this sort of thing. There are times where I get close, and yet... I feel like I'm doing something wrong, I just don't know what. I don't know what I could be doing differently. As if I could just run along there faster. I guess the really quick thing to do would be to... Should I go across that way? So I guess if you're going for a gold or platinum, you would be doing something like this. Which of course I can't do consistently, regardless. And I'll take the mercy they have shown for me here though. It's just I can't counterbalance it enough in this direction. And that was, oh, that was a silver that time, that's interesting. And that was me staying really, really close to the edge where I can't really do that consistently. It's a matter of how long I take too, like you have to do it fast, because it's tilting the whole time, but it's really hard to move fast there, especially when you have to do it diagonally, part, as far as I can tell. And the thing is, when you're trying to go uphill, it's one thing that you move up the hill slowly, but it doesn't really impede your movement perpendicular to the slope of the hill. So what happens is you end up swinging from side to side and you fall off the side really easily. Yeah, I feel like I just have to kind of swing around like that, where I just go really, really slowly. Not slowly, but really, really tightly around the corner. Maybe I just need to get better at doing that. I do realize this is kind of the type of gameplay I said I wanted to avoid with this game, but the one time I'm willing to try it is for these last sets of levels that I really want to see. Let's go at least even out a little bit here. It's hard to get a good camera angle for that. I've noticed that lately when I succeed, I tend to have the camera hanging towards the inside of the curve instead of the outside. Or anywhere else. That doesn't mean it's always going to work though. It's just the one turn, and this is one of those levels where there's just one little thing that causes me problems. It's just that one turn there, but it's a very, very hard turn. I don't know how to do that consistently at all. And I don't know what other technique there could be. I mean, it seems like the most basic concept here is to... Oh no, I don't want to... I do want to have it leaning in my favor here at least a little bit. Come on. The only time I feel like I really get it to work is when I go fast, but then going fast tends to lead to me falling too, because it's less precise. About a 1 in 5 success rate, I feel like, here. Which is actually better than it feels like. get to tilt a little bit here. And go fast. Ugh, and see, fast is also bad. If I can get used to that, I guess that's what I have to do. Get this to turn as much as I can. And go fast around here. And then going fast means having awkward camera angles and stuff like that. And trying to cut corners and falling. I guess that's really what's tripping me up, though. I'm inclined to try to take this slow, but... I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to take this slow, but if I do that, I can't make the turn. I also have the privilege in that first half of doing it slowly. Yes, I need to do that more consistently. So that's 6 successes.
Ready? Go!
Out of 30, so that's precisely 1 in 5 success rate. It was a lot better than the first time I did this level, I admit. Ah! But still not improving by much. It doesn't feel like. Ah, man, see, I would have had that. It's just that trying to move fast and at awkward angles just messes me up. I am very thankful that my controller has been pretty merciful today, though. This would be impossible otherwise, without question. See, if I try to move the camera at all, I end up falling too far low, and I can't come back up. Come on now. I don't have a method, really. I mean, I have one that works less than 1/5 of the time. It's feeling like right now. Which doesn't feel like much of a method. It's the camera angle messes with me too much too. Like, it's really, really awkward moving around that bend at that angle, even when I make the turn. Staying on afterwards is still difficult.
Ready?
And sometimes just staying still in general is hard. I think this level might be the biggest obstacle, honestly, to... Oh, that's the easy one. This level might be the biggest obstacle, honestly, to this set of 10 levels being possible for me. I have to move the camera, I feel like, as I do it, but if I do that, I feel like whether or not I move the camera, I guess, I end up falling, is what happens. Also, well, part of it is I need to move the camera, too, to have diagonal... That camera was all sorts of weird spots there. I need to move the camera to have access to diagonal movement, because that helps me move up the slope. That makes a big difference in whether I can actually get up or not. Oh, why did I fall so fast there? When was the last time I completed this? I feel like my success rate is getting worse. It's like I have to stay very carefully, very close to the inside of that turn. It's just that doing that is really hard. At least if I'm going fast enough to not fall off anyways. See there, I had to move the camera diagonally to get up. So that's 7 successes out of...
Ready, go!
Yeah, 42 attempts. So that's 1 in 6 now that I've fallen to. I mean, I'm better than the first time I tried to do this level, unquestionably, but... doesn't count for much. I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to try to do. I mean, I feel like I have a lot riding on this because me being able to do this level and a couple others in terms of whether I can see the last part of this game that I want to see. I didn't feel like I had that.
Ready, go!
8 out of 44. Still not quite a 1 in 5. But if I get this one, that'll bring me to a 1 in 5. It's largely about whether it's a number of things, but part of it is whether I end up falling down on that last section, on that turn, if I can manage to hug the inside or not properly. And it's really hard to do that. I don't have a method for it. And even if I do, that doesn't guarantee much. I can just overshoot the corner like that. Like right there, I think that if I didn't have any chance of falling off the side, I would have made it. I didn't move diagonally enough. See, that's the camera part. It seems like you have to use diagonal movement here, which seems strange. What? Come on, that was the most tilted I've had it to that side in a very long time. And yet, I just can't do this consistently. I don't know if I'll just have to try this and hope that this part doesn't ruin me. This one level doesn't? I don't know what to say to this level. That one turn is crazy hard. Unless there's some technique I'm not understanding.
Ready?
That didn't look much better at least then. Just standing there and waiting for a minute. One question is whether I should sit there and wait on this side for a bit, but that shouldn't make it any worse at the very least. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make things better. I realize I'm going over time too. I don't want to have this lead into the next episode. I also don't want to give up on it. I think part of it is just how quickly I managed to get to... And it's still hard to control if I'm going fast, but I think part of it is a matter of how quickly I can get to that far side there. Oh, careful. So I can sit here for a bit as it turns. And then come up here a little bit more quickly. Have more time to make that turn. I think that was the secret that I was missing. That's 11 attempts now. Out of
Ready, go!
53. So now I'm doing better than 1 in 5. I think that was my breakthrough. I need to have some speed going into this turn here. That doesn't mean I can do it every time, but that helps. Try to get 1 or 2 more times and I think I'll cut it. Cut the episode. It's not a guarantee. You still need to make the turn really tightly. But I think it helps. I don't know how I would do this at all though if I didn't know about diagonal movement. Of course I didn't know about diagonal movement on the gables. And you saw... I could have had that too. You saw how those turned out. Going fast is hard. Going fast is really hard. Of course I said 1 or 2 more and then I'll finish, and then I don't get that anymore. Don't you, come on. I should have had that one too. I made the turn. That one had a number of risky things going on in it. I'm starting to spend a little bit more time waiting on the far end of this one as well. Because in a certain way it lends itself well to me doing that last turn faster because I can approach with more speed. So now I'll say again 1 or 2 more. Hopefully not too far apart, and I think I'll be done. I don't need to go too far on the right on that part. It's not like it's that rough for me to make this. Why do I say that? That's the first time I've fallen on that part in quite a while. I consider myself to have that part done and conquered. I hope I went too far. Every time I exclaim that I think I have it to where I can do it more consistently, or I can avoid a particular thing that's been plaguing me, I run into the same problem again. Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. It's just not where I want to be yet.
Ready, go!
Also make it tilt more, which probably helps at least a little bit. Okay, I keep wanting to say 1 more. I feel like I do want to do 1 more. I feel like if I can do this next one, I can have at least maybe some degree of confidence that I might be able to make this work. Or at least consider it a remote possibility. I had it too. I made the turn. I just fall off the side sometimes because, like I said, it's really easy to move off to the side when you're going uphill. Yeah, I can much more consistently... See? I can make the turn now! I can much more consistently make that turn, but falling off the side afterwards is still a problem. And in the end, it doesn't matter much where I fall, it's just the fact that I fall at all that's ruining it. Yeah, I'll have to take that and cut it here. Apologize for the episode of nothing but that, but
Ready?
hopefully this will mean being able to have some chance at conquering these levels. We'll see. Bye, everyone.